All right, so Olympic fever has overtaken me.
Yeah?
I've got it.
What's the event?
I've got Olympic fever like some people have valley fever. I'm watching the Olympics last night. Oh, Katie.
Mm-hmm.
Figure skating last night. The team event. You know, they're out there. They're graceful. Beautiful.
It's impressive.
The men and the women.
Mm-hmm.
Or whatever you identify as. I don't know. And they're out there skating. It's glorious. The blades are sharp. You can hear them on the ice. The coverage is fantastic. Oh, they're jumping and twirling and twizzling and all kinds of things. But you know who really killed it on the Olympics last night?
Who?
Out of everybody from every different nation, it's this beautiful coming together of the world. But you know who really killed it?
Who's that?
Ewan McGregor. Yeah. A bunch of people were skating to some cuts from Moulin Rouge. That guy can sing. Gold medal, Ewan.
It's the Brett Davern Show! Brought to you by Adobe Radio. In partnership with Nice Guy Digital. And recorded live in beautiful North Hollywood, California. On today's episode, we'll recap the week off. There's stuff to rant about. And the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's get to the guy who graduated high school 3 times.
That's me!
Your new best friend.
Mm-hmm.
Brett Davern!
Listen up, everybody! Including the athletes from Russia. This is our show! Thank you for joining us live on Adobe Radio or subscribing on YouTube, TuneIn, iTunes, or wherever you get your GD podcasts. Also, thank you for helping spread the word about our show and engaging with us on social media. We do love you for that. Shout out to the crew making sandwiches at the Mesquite Smoked Meats Factory in Bishop, California.
Delicious.
It's not exactly a factory. It's more just a place where they make smoked meats and beef jerky. And my God, do they put a lot of bacon on sandwiches. Hello, ladies. Oh, I'm gonna talk about sandwiches. There's gonna be talk of sandwiches today. You know, if you want to shout out a friend or shout at us or with us, you can do that anytime. Call the show. It's 1-888-99-IDOBI. You can also email the show, bdsfans@adobe.com. Or if you want to join the conversation instantly, you put that address, bdsfans@adobe.com, into iMessage, where you normally enter a phone number, compose your text, and press send. It ends up right on this iPad in front of me. Just like Bree from Alberta, Canada, I'm going to be reading her text a little bit later in the show. If you're listening live right now, grab your phone, take it out, put in BDSFANS @IDOBI.com into your texting and send me the sushi emoji. Come on, everybody. Let me know you're listening. Let's see some sushi. All right. Lots of big show to get to today. Before we get to all of it, though, good morning, Boy Wonder.
Good morning, Brett.
And Matadocious.
Good morning, Brett.
It doesn't... Can you guys hear me through the headphones? It doesn't sound like I can hear myself. I feel like... You know you have that thing when you get a cold and it sounds like you're underwater? That's what I'm having right now. Oh, there we go. Katie with the magic button. She fixed it. That's much better. All right. And... hello, Katie LeClaire.
It's National Darwin Day, Brett.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. You mean like the dolphin from Sequest?
No.
What?
Darwin, like...
Oh, like Charles?
Yeah, that one.
Oh. I thought you meant the dolphin from Sequest.
What is Sequest?
What? What is Sequest? Jonathan Brandis, Roy Scheider? What is Sequest? Oh, Jeremiah's going to be very upset with you, Katie. Sequest was basically Star Trek, but on a submarine underwater, somewhere in the late 90s.
What?
Somebody will tweet us and tell me I'm
I don't
right.
know anything about this.
Pretty sure the dolphin's name was Darwin. Katie, I love when you say stuff and it just unlocks weird stuff in my subconscious. That's like just floating around back there somewhere. Somewhere back there is the dolphin from Sequest and the recipe for chicken Davern.
If you had said Stargate, we would have had a different conversation.
Ooh.
But Sequest, I don't know.
The 425 checking in with the sushi emoji.
Hey, 425.
Yep, that's the only one so far. Come on, Jeremiah, get on it. Wake up. He's probably not awake. Oh, yeah. We're back, people. This is Man in the Box by Alice, who is in chains.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
Adobe Radio. Did you know you can watch The Brett Davern Show on YouTube? Yeah, you can. Go to youtube.com/Brett Davern Show.
All right, one more thing about this sandwich, and then we'll get to what people really want us to talk about this morning, okay?
Yeah.
All right, so Katie and I went to the Mammoth Film Festival, had a blast. Much more on that as the week goes on. Boy Wonder has got his work cut out for him editing some videos, because, man, do we have some footage. But
Truly.
So lots more on the Mammoth Film Festival as the week goes on. We'll get into it. But as you drive to Mammoth from Los Angeles, you must drive through Bishop, California on the way, which is about 20 miles short of getting to Mammoth. And there is a place called Mesquite something or another. I don't know what it's called, but it's Mesquite Smoked Meats or something.
Yep.
And it's right on the, I mean, you have to drive right past it.
It's on the right-hand side.
It's on the right side as you're going to
Yeah.
Mammoth. It's on the left as you're coming back from Mammoth. It's across the street from Wave Rave Outlet. Anyway,
Delicious.
they should put a billboard up on the highway as you're getting close to Bishop that shows one of their sandwiches, and it should just say, might have too much bacon.
Yeah.
That place is so good. It's, I mean, wow. Like, if you put that place on Ventura Boulevard in Los Angeles, you'd have a line around the block every single day.
Yeah.
And Mesquite, if you're listening, I'd like to be an investor. Let's do it. Let's put a place on Ventura. That place is so good.
Delicious.
Plus, the girls that work there gave me extra horseradish. So, I like them.
Yeah. They were sweet.
All right, enough about the sandwiches. Let's get to what the people really want to hear about, Katie.
Okay.
The Super Bowl! All right, listen, I know we were off all week and I didn't get to update everybody on my thoughts on the big game. I don't think I'm allowed to say Super Bowl, but I don't care. I'm going to say it anyway. Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Tom Brady going down in flames.
Going down in flames.
They lost. Yes.
Can I tell you?
Tom Brady and the mighty Patriots were slayed. The Goliath that is Tom Brady and Bill Belichick were slew.
I like that you're stabbing right now.
For slayed. They were slayed by the David that is Nick Foles and the mighty Philadelphia Eagles. Even though I can't stand them, fly Eagles fly. Blech. Cheesesteaks, wildly overrated. But let me tell you what. They flew and they took down the dimple-chinned wonder that is Tom Brady, and I couldn't be happier about it. He comes running out of the tunnel with his helmet off, the golden boy. Oh, just, and he took his helmet off to run out of the tunnel just to annoy me, too. He heard
specifically
the show.
you. Yep.
Oh, yeah. It's funny because I was talking about him running out without his helmet on, and then we left the studio that day, Katie, and I was like, you know what he's going to do.
Not going to.
He's going to wear the helmet out of the tunnel just to crap all over my point. But you know what? He didn't. He came running out like just the golden boy, like, hey, check out my designer haircut and my Ugg boots. And he goes running out of the tunnel. Oh.
I'd like for him to wear Ugg boots with cleats.
His cleats are just brought to you by UGG.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Anyway, comes out of the tunnel with the helmet off. The Gronk is going crazy. They start to come back in the second half. I'm getting very nervous. I'm like, oh no, here it comes. It's going to happen again. But the Eagles remain able to score some more points and pull it out at the end. And there's a big Hail Mary. It's crazy. Oh, man. I don't know what it is about football. Every time I try not to care. Every time that I say, I'm not going to care, I don't care, I haven't watched much of the playoffs, I don't care, my team's not in it, I don't care, I'm not going to get emotionally invested. There I am, standing on my buddy Ryan's couch as the ball's in the air.
You stood on the
Hail
couch?
Mary. Oh, Gronk's down there, he gives it his best shot. But no! The ball hits the turf, no time left on the clock, game over. Tom Brady crying, wiping his tears on Giselle's shoulder. Got to be a real rough life for Tom Brady. Loses the Super Bowl, goes home with Giselle.
That's a skinny shoulder.
Yeah, it's a bony shoulder. A bony shoulder to cry on. You know the thing that must suck the most about being Tom Brady? Because there's not much that sucks about being Tom Brady. You're considered the greatest quarterback of all time. You're married to a Brazilian supermodel. You got endorsements up the wazoo. So it's got to be great, right?
Sure.
But the one thing that sucks about being Tom Brady is that he has this special diet that he eats. He's super clean. He hasn't eaten a carb in I don't know, 3 years or something, or maybe longer. So the thing that has to suck about being Tom Brady is that you lose a heartbreaker of a Super Bowl,
Mm-hmm.
and you're considered the greatest of all time, but it's gotta hurt, you lose, especially at the buzzer like that, and all you probably want is a cheeseburger, and you just can't.
Yeah, but your season's over.
No, he can't do it, though. He can't do
Never?
it. No, he can't do it. He's made all these big announcements about how he eats so healthy. He can't do it. No, he can't do it.
Well, if you cook it at home, you could do
No, he
it.
can't do it. He can't do it. Sometimes all you want is just a sloppy, you're just having a bad day. You're like, just give me a sloppy cheeseburger or something, or a piece of pizza. Or he's just going to go crazy, bathe himself in New England clam chowder or something, but he can't. He can't. He can't because he lives a boring, miserable, uncarb-filled life.
Carbs are the greatest.
Yeah. Tom Brady. I mean, look, never has a guy been considered so awesome at what he does and look like he's having absolutely no fun doing it like Tom Brady.
That's pretty miserable.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty rough.
Oh, man. If I was considered the greatest quarterback of all time, I'd be like Joe Willie Namath. Fur coat on the sideline, smoking a cigarette when the defense is out there. Just score a touchdown, run off the sideline, grab a Marlboro Red. You might as well enjoy it.
The internet was really excited about how he dressed walking into the Super Bowl.
Oh, God. Whatever. I'm telling you, I would enjoy it so much. If I was Tom Brady, he just looks like he's miserable the whole time.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can't enjoy it. It's ridiculous. Oh, I'd be just like Joe Namath. Not old Joe Namath, though, because he's messed up a few times on camera.
Oh.
But young Joe Namath, nothing greater than young Joe Namath. Just hairy chest. Just loving life. He wore a fur coat on the sideline. He's the man. He's the man. Oh, yep. Somebody, texting in. Some texter texts in. Jay Cutler. Yeah, you're right. Jay Cutler.
The seasons that I rooted for football.
Wow.
D.W. Moffat, who played my dad on Switched, is from Chicago and was like, that guy plays hungover every Sunday.
No, well,
it's the best. It's the best description of Jay Cutler I've ever heard.
Jay Cutler. What this person is referring to is the whole the person who just doesn't have any fun. Jay Cutler.
Miserable.
Jay Cutler looks like whatever team he plays for handcuffs him to the radiator in the locker room between games and then makes it, like, forces him to go out and play.
Yeah.
He looks like he's just that kid that, like, grew up with all the talent in the world and was going to go to the NFL and, of course, made it to the NFL and all that kind of stuff, but, like, just didn't want to go to practice ever and hated playing football but was good at it. Mm-hmm. So he was like, I guess I can make a paycheck doing it, but I just really don't want to be here. He actually is having not a good time.
No.
Ever. But Tom Brady is having fun when he's winning, but man, when he's losing, he pouts. And every time he gets hit, he stands up and looks at the referee like, "Come on, throw a flag. I'm Tom Brady. I eat ghee instead of butter." You know?
Butter.
Oh, we're gonna get into it. Let's play some more music. This song has the best title in the world. It's called Seattle.
Acoustic.
And this is an acoustic version. It's brought to you by a band called The Classic Crime.
I love these guys. Thank you for watching on YouTube or for listening to the podcast version of our show. We love you. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now instead of this message. Sometimes rules don't allow us to play that kind of stuff on YouTube or on the podcast. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a few seconds.
You're listening to The Brett Davern Show with that other guy from that one show on MTV. Yeah, you know, Brett Davern on Adobe Radio.
3 simple words. You've got mail. Woohoo!
I really didn't think I'd be affected by your guys' 1-week hiatus until I had to drive to school this week without the podcast playing. Never has an hour drive been so long. I can't wait for next week. Thanks for all that you do. Also, as per the butter debate, my grandmother has always put out like a quarter stick of butter at a time and left the remaining amount in the fridge until it's needed, so that the butter that's out isn't out there for more than a few days. So that's what's normal for me. There's no need for an entire stick of butter to sit there collecting bacteria, but rock hard butter definitely isn't fun either, and I don't want to microwave it. I just get annoyed by it and choose something else, which is probably irrational, but oh well.
That's a good compromise.
Bree from Alberta. I read that text word for word, I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. My favorite thing about people texting, this old texting culture now that we're squarely in the middle of, is and will never be out of, because texting's here to stay, Katie. The kids like it.
They do.
But I like, where'd it go? I can't remember. There's a like in there somewhere that's actually typed in, so it like sounds like people. I like that people
the way they talk.
text as they talk. Yeah, it's great. Actually, I do like it. I'm not even being sarcastic. Hey, thanks, Bree from Alberta, for sending that text in. I love it. And it brings me to one of my favorite subjects, which is this insane butter debate. Every time I think that it's going to go away, it flares back up again. Like, it's like an STD or something. I need penicillin for the butter debate. It's like every time that I think people are going to get bored with it, or like they're over it, or like, you know, I'm out there like at a party or at a bar or something in Mammoth for the film festival, and like I think that I'm gonna ask someone what they do with their butter, and they're just gonna go like, "Oh, that's stupid. Let's not talk about it." Every time I think that's what's gonna happen, it sparks like an hour-long conversation.
Yeah.
And you start talking about butter for an hour. I'm actually sick of my own stupid question now. It's ridiculous. It's killing me. I mean, it's fun to talk about, but like now I find
it gets
myself,
people going.
I find myself in the middle of these like hour-long butter conversations that I'm sick and tired of, that I don't want to have anymore. So Katie and I are at the Mammoth Film Festival. We're doing a bunch of interviews and stuff, and like I said, we'll be playing a lot of videos and clips and interviews and stuff in the next few weeks and stuff. But we're sitting there doing a bunch of red carpet interviews with all these people walking into their movies and their screenings and whatever, these big fancy Hollywood types, you know.
Right.
And
so fancy.
The whole point of this radio show and podcast is like really coming into focus for me as we keep going, which is that Katie and I were both on shows for like 5 years, right? 6 years, whatever it is.
Yeah.
And we would do interviews and stuff in support of those shows, as you do. And you just get asked the same questions 1,000 times, right? And so you even get bored answering the questions.
Yeah.
And so I love that we just talk about these ridiculous things with people on the radio show and in interviews because they like it too because they're so sick of saying the same thing a million times as well.
It catches them off guard.
Yeah, it knocks them off balance a bit. And but also it's just more fun for them. Like I can see them having fun.
Right.
So it was fun to be on the red carpet of the Mammoth Film Festival and be the only press outlet that's talking about butter or hot dogs or whatever instead of their movie.
The is a hot dog a sandwich question killed. Like off mic.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Multiple times that question got brought up and people just were like, their minds were blown, first of all.
Right.
And then they couldn't stop talking about it.
It was really funny also watching other press outlets down the red carpet just looking at us like, what are those two idiots doing? like they're all asking these in-depth questions about movies and independent film and the process and blah, blah, blah. And like, there I am being like, hey, do you wear thongs or go commando? Makes me laugh. But everyone was walking away from our interviews going, that was a lot of fun. And then they looked
literally
bored
said
to
that
death with every other outlet that was on the red carpet.
Every other outlet.
Anyway, though, it brings me to the butter thing, though, which is that I would ask some of these fancy, highfalutin celebrity types, if they... I figured out a way to just ask the question very quickly, which was, do you store butter in... wait, how did I say it? Oh, do you store butter in the cupboard, in the fridge, or just leave it out on the counter? That's what I would say. And I say it the exact same way every time.
Mm-hmm.
Do you store butter in the cupboard, in the fridge, or just leave it out on the counter?
Right.
And about a third of the time, these highfalutin celebrity types would look back at me and go, I don't eat butter. And the first few times it happens, I just went, okay, all right, and would move on. And then I just, by day 2, I was just sick of it. They'd be like, I don't eat butter. And I'd just be like, oh, shut up.
Do you not like life?
Come on. You got to love that you're the only press outlet on the red carpet telling celebrities to shut up. I was like, oh, shut up. You eat butter. And then their face would just be like, well, I do, but it's a secret, and I eat it in my closet in the dark in the
no one
position.
can know about it.
Nobody can ever know about it. Oh, it's so funny. These people, it's like, oh, get over yourself. And also the other thing is, these people who are unable to answer a dumb hypothetical question, all right, you might be on some strict diet right now because you're playing Thor or whatever, which is fine. But
you're not Superman anymore.
Is that a shot at Tom Welling?
What?
Okay. Anyway, the thing is yeah, you might be on some strict diet because you're in a mood, whatever, and you want to look good with your shirt off. Great, I understand that. But you've eaten butter at some point in your life.
Right.
Or there's been butter at some house that you happen to live in, or maybe you just went to a friend's house and saw how butter was stored. You can answer the GD question, Tom Welling.
I don't like the...
Actually, it wasn't. I shouldn't yell at Tom. Tom did answer the question.
He did answer.
Other people. We'll get into it as the weeks go.
I don't like my mom stores it this way either. I don't like either version of that.
Well, yeah, that's what they would say. They say, I don't eat butter. And then I'd be like, oh,
and then you
come
press
on.
them.
And then they say, okay, fine, my mom keeps it in the fridge. And I'm like, no, that's not what I asked you.
That's not the question.
That's not what I asked you. Yeah.
Right.
Ridiculous. And also, can I just say to everybody out there, I listen to a lot of podcasts and a lot of, people that are way smarter than me talk about this stuff. A little bit of fat in your life is okay. Eat some butter. It's all good, people.
I will say I can't do the bulletproof coffee. I don't.
Well, that's
like
where
it.
you take a little bit of butter, throw it in your coffee in the morning.
I don't like it.
Well, the whole point, it's not, right. Taste-wise, you mean.
Taste-wise, yeah.
Yeah, but the whole point is just that in the morning you get a little bit of fat. It helps out your brain, helps out cognitive function, helps out keeping you satiated a little bit longer through the day so you're not just munching on everything that you see and whatever.
Sure.
There's a lot of research that goes into it. And it's not just butter. It can be MCT oil, coconut oil, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
The whole point is just to get a little bit of fat in your life. But these actors that are I don't eat butter. It's well, you
Shut
should.
up.
It's actually kind of decent for you. It's okay.
Yeah.
It's all right. And we're all just, see, it goes back to Tom Brady. We're all just killing ourselves, You know,
It goes back to Tom. Everything always goes back to Tom Brady.
well, according to Tom Brady. But the thing, like, we're all just killing ourselves with all this, like, I don't eat butter. I only do this. I'm not drinking carbonation this year. You know?
Who does that?
I know, these D-bags, probably.
Probably.
I do that one. But the thing, here's the thing. But Katie, you know, Katie, we spend a lot of time together, and you know me. I'll just munch on a cheeseburger. It's all good. It's fine. Like, just everything in moderation. You know,
You don't have a cheeseburger every day.
Yeah, don't wake up and eat butter. Well, they do say like a little butter every morning, but like don't put it on a cinnamon roll. You know what I mean? Every morning.
Right.
You know, like that's the point. Like, if you're eating 3 scones with butter every morning, like, yeah, okay, there might be an issue. Also,
you're going to end up on your other favorite TV show.
Oh, my 600-pound life? Don't tell the people my secrets, Katie. Listen, that's the one I watch in the dark in the closet in the fetal position. Don't tell anyone.
I hope this is never me.
Wait, hold on. I was going, oh, the butter thing. So these celebrities are like, I don't eat butter. And then I'd be like, oh, shut up. You definitely eat butter. Like, just tell me where you store it. And then I'd get them laughing and get them on my side. And then they'd go like, okay, fine. Like, sometimes I'll leave it on the counter. But the thing is, I just don't have butter because I don't cook. I don't cook at home. I'm not a cook. I don't cook. And which leads me to then think like, okay, so then you order out a lot, right? Or eat out all the time. Well, then you're eating butter constantly, you idiot.
All the time.
Because every restaurant, that's why things taste good.
Yeah.
You know that, like, pan chicken that you get with the juice all over the top of it? It's all butter.
Yeah.
You're eating butter constantly. And also, if you aren't, and you're always like meal plans and, like, whatever, then you just hate life.
Yeah. It's exhausting.
Live a little, people. Jeez.
It's exhausting.
Yeah, it's exhausting.
Yeah.
It's exhausting. And the other thing is, a lot of these celebrities, people, wait, turn up your radios. Listen to me. A lot of these celebrities, when you get up close to them, especially on the red carpet. Now, I've never been on that side of the fence.
Do they smell bad?
You know what I mean, Katie? Hold on. I've never been on that side of the fence, you know?
Yeah.
Like, usually, I'm the one answering the questions at these things. You know, I don't go to I don't go to a lot of events or whatever. So it's
right.
weird to be the one holding the microphone. So my point is, I got to meet a lot of them. When you get up close to these celebrities, especially the ones that don't eat butter, you can just tell that they're not having a great time in life. You know what I mean? Like, they put on the smile, they wax it on there, paint it on there, but you can tell. It's like Tom Brady. Yeah, he might be cheered after he scores a touchdown, but if you look directly into those soulless eyes of his, he's not having any fun. He's not having any fun. Nah.
They should eat some Reese's candy bars.
You're just trying to get me going again, aren't you? You know what they shouldn't do? They shouldn't waste a moment.
There it is. There it is.
They should eat some butter. This is Waste a Moment by the Kings of Leon.
Thank you for watching on YouTube or listening to the podcast version of The Brett Davern Show. If you were listening live on Adobe Radio, you'd be hearing real music right now, instead of this message and whatever song this is. Sometimes the rules just won't let us play real music on YouTube or the podcast. It's not a big deal. Just putting it out there. Back with more show in a second.
Check out The Brett Davern Show on Facebook.com/Brett Davern Show. IW Radio.
Oh, listen, whoever it is in 816 who just texted in every sushi.
I roll the sushis.
Oh, you guys.
The sushi emojis.
Listen, I've been going hard today. I'm on one today. Can you tell I've had a week off? I'm on one, but my tongue is starting to get tied.
The sushi emojis.
This person sent in every sushi emoji.
How many are there?
Possible. Well, there's 4 that they sent in. It's the sushi that looks like, you know.
What does that sound?
It's the first sushi emoji kind of looks dirty to me. I was trying to make a sound effect. It looks like you know what I mean? It looks a little it looks a little like the peach emoji, if you know what I mean. Know what I'm saying?
No.
Yes, you do. Stop doing that. There's that sushi emoji that looks a little.
Is it salmon?
It looks a little. There's 2 pieces pretty close together. It looks a little. Anyway, there's that sushi emoji. Then there's a bento box. Then there's a bento box emoji.
Okay.
And then there's like a triangle white rice, maybe with some seaweed paper, and then a circle brown rice with some seaweed paper. I don't know. See? I don't know. Anyway, that's the one. Oh, the 4 sent in sushi 3 times. They sent in Yeah.
I like the sound effects. I'll never be able to see the sushi emoji the same.
It's pretty dirty. These people are. I didn't really realize it until they all started texting in the sushi emoji, and then I was like, I don't know why I went with that one this morning. Anyway, Katie.
Brett.
I have something to ask you.
Yep.
Okay. Now, most mornings, I show up in your driveway at 5:30 in the morning, ready to pick you up, ready to go, right? This morning, someone just sent in a GIF of, like, a lot of sushi.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and I'm being distracted by the iPad. Okay. Show up in your driveway. First of all, you were late this morning.
I was.
I know.
It's the first time in 70 episodes, by the way.
Yeah, you were late.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I'm sitting there waiting. Then you come out late.
Yeah.
And I get in your car because it's your turn to drive, and then you're like, "Oh, sorry, my alarm didn't go off." Sometimes when you talk, that's what I hear.
Mm-hmm. That's what it sounds like.
Okay,
so that makes
excuses, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And then I look over. There's like all this like junk all over your hands. Like,
yeah.
On your elbow. You even had some on your face.
I painted last night.
Yeah, what the heck happened at your house last night? I started thinking, I was like, I don't think it's not just the alarm going off. I think there was some craziness at the LeClaire house.
Yeah.
What happened last night? What'd you do?
Good friends.
Why do you have paint on your elbow?
Bo Murchoff.
Oh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Bo's crashing at my pad at the moment.
he that's code for he wanted to take a shower.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Do some laundry.
Yeah.
Yeah. But there was painting that happened. Finger painting.
What?
Specifically.
What kind of painting?
Finger painting.
What are you talking about? You and Bo were finger painting at your house?
Yeah. That sounds like code for something else. Actually, Bo was...
I was going to say, send a few sushi emojis while you're at it?
Bo was playing guitar, and
you were finger painting.
My friend Mayada and I were finger painting. Yeah.
It's not sounding any cleaner.
Oh, it was not clean. It was very dirty.
Uh-huh.
That's why there's paint all over my hands in the moment.
You were finger painting.
Literally, yeah.
What? You're not answering. This is not answering the questions. Like, what's happening? Like, we need more details than this. Who starts finger painting?
All right. So Mayada was painting a gift.
Uh-huh.
And then had like a journal that she was using as a palette.
Okay.
And then turned a page in said journal, and then ripped some things out of newspaper that was sitting on the counter, and painted and put newspapers in the journal page. I don't know. It was like an artist's entry of this journal.
Look at Boy Wonder right now. He's just like slowly shaking his head, like she's not answering the question.
Is this
What's?
on?
Yeah, go ahead. He wants to get
I
involved.
think-
Listen, hey, and by the way, you can throw an objection here. Am I badgering the witness? I don't think so. She's not answering the question.
I painted.
I think-
That's the answer.
Katie's trying to answer the question, but doesn't realize that none of us were there. So she's
Right.
saying random things as if she's like making something up.
Yeah.
So what it sounds like is, well, my friend was there.
Yeah.
Donuts and fireplaces with the fire.
Right.
And then so
There wasn't a
peanut
fire.
butter.
Yeah, see,
and that's what it
she's-
sounds like.
What she's doing is what all those celebrities did to me on the red carpet. I don't eat butter. Or they just do the
I finger painted.
or
What
they
do you
just
want from
give
me?
Excuse, don't make me mute your microphone. Listen. Or you also do that thing that the celebrities do too, where it's like, oh, tell me about your movie. And then you can tell that they're just like sort of on autopilot, like giving some answer. But then when you listen back to it, you're like, that's not an answer. Like
Yeah.
you're going to listen back to this and go, yeah, that's not an answer. What?
I'm telling you, I finger painted in Mayada's journal last night. That is the answer. That's all you need to know.
Don't make the joke. Don't make the joke.
That's all you need to know.
Still not answering the question. But that's
That's
all right.
a complete answer.
right, fine.
That's a complete answer.
I'll let it go. Fine. All right.
That's a full answer.
Somebody from the 4-4 goes, who wouldn't want to finger paint with Bo Murchoff?
Oh.
Yeah. Well,
How do you feel about powdered creamer?
don't change the subject. See, there's something interesting happening right now. I'm definitely badgering Katie. I'm definitely badgering the witness here. But I want to know the story behind how a bunch of grown adults just start finger painting, which I'm not getting that story, but I'm badgering. And then what Katie does, she's a trickster. She decides to bring up something that incensed me during one of the breaks as a way of distracting me from my main objective, which is finding out how a bunch of non-6-year-olds end up finger painting.
So you like powdered coffee creamer? That's what I'm hearing.
I'm not going to let you do it to me.
To waste a moment.
818 says it's like kindergarten for you and your friends, Katie.
It was really fun.
See, I know it was really fun, but that's the part that you're not letting us in on.
I will say that some of the medium that we painted with was paint. Some of it was glitter glue, and some of it was red wine. So there was a lot of artistry that happened in this journal entry.
Okay. I'm just going to have to let it go. We're clearly not going to get anywhere on this one. All right.
I'm
let it
giving
go.
you full answers. I don't understand. What? We were drinking red wine,
Here,
and then we started finger
You start
painting.
asking me questions, I'll do what you're doing. You start asking me questions.
How do you feel about coffee creamer? Powdered coffee creamer.
Creamer, there is such a thing as powdered creamer.
Did you have fun in Mammoth at the Mammoth Film Festival?
Some creamers are powdered and then some are liquid.
In Mammoth?
I went to Mammoth.
Okay. Is that where you got your hat?
There are hats in Mammoth.
All right.
Oh, is it annoying for you?
I'm answering the question. I don't understand. I don't know what the problem is.
That's a wrap, everybody.
All right. Well, we're using a different program today, so why don't you say it again, Brett?
Body glitter, everybody. On another edition of the Brett Davern Show. Oh, wait. Body glitter or glitter glue?
Glitter glue.
That's what I meant. Glitter glue.
Glitter glue.
Not body glitter. That'd be silly of me. Thanks again for listening. On Adobe Radio, subscribing on YouTube, or listening wherever you get your podcast. If you like what you heard, just tell a friend, everybody.
Tell them.
Send them the sushi emoji with the link to the show. That's what you should do. And not explain why you did it. I hope that you like this silly show, because I like this silly show. And so does Zac Efron's brother. More on that as the week goes on. That's right! I hung out with Zac Efron's brother in the mountains. He wears fringe jackets. Lots to talk about the Mammoth Film Festival as the week goes on, everybody. Say goodbye, producer Katie.
Goodbye.
Katie is on Twitter and Instagram. You can find her. Just type in that one redhead girl from Switch to Birth. Just type that in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll come up. I'll find it. You can follow the show on any social media, including Facebook at Brett Davern Show, or go to idobi.com for archived episodes, photos, and much, much more. Today's guest,
Us.
finger painting, can be found on Twitter by searching finger painting with red wine, and you might find some weird stuff.
You might.
But
it's probably very fun.
Don't blame me. Once again, for Katie and Boy Wonder and Matadocious and everybody else who I've been talking to today, from Jeremiah to the 44 to the 818 to the 816 to the 425, Emma Hickman, the 780, the 740. Ooh, the text line was going crazy today. I'm Brett, and I'm reminding all of you to be kind and take care of each other. That was our show. Good night. The smoky sandwich at Mesquite.
The smoke.